kann ich mich auf entweder eine Karte orientieren, wo Gegner sind. Und wir sind wieder da, Gott sei Dank. Und ab zur Kirche. Ich meine, Agnes wird wahrscheinlich überleben. Würde mich wundern, wenn nicht, aber, ne? Father, we got the Demurian moth. You have it. I'm impressed you're able to get so quickly. Can you use this to make that medicine? Yes, of course. And to mix it in the bag. Come with me if you'd please. The blue and gold consecrated by Septian, the source of all things, abides here. O great goddess, we call on your will to shape and purify the power distilled within. It is ready. Here, take this. Our sovereign serum. What a pretty color. Do you drink this? Yes. Mind you, this will not destroy the poison, will only boost the patient's immune system so that it may deal with the toxic agents itself. How very Eastern. Yes, does share some of its origin with the most esoteric cures of the East. Go, take it to your friends. Thanks. Thank you so much, Father. Und dann ab zu Agate. Was Ebene 4, ne? We're back, Doctor. How'd it go? The priest gave us some medicine. Really? I knew he wouldn't let us down. I see. This will stimulate his natural immune response. It's worth a shot. Now, to get him to drink it, Dr. Miriam used an oral syringe to administer the medicine to Agate. Adios, please. Eh? Whoa, why is he screaming like that? Okay, I think he's going to be fine. What? The medicine begin to take effect? It hurts, and it's rough on his system, but he'll recover. Exactly. You should take him out of any immediate danger from being neurotoxin. Okay. But he's in so much pain. Yes, and he will be for the better part of a day. But he'll be alright. He's going to pull through and make a full recovery. So, Agate's life was saved. Late into the night, Estelle and the others slept in shifts to watch over him. That's strange. No, where's that spare towel? Aha! Agate, he's sweating like crazy. I need to dry him. Agate, are you awake? I'll bring you some water. Misha? Huh? Thank the goddess. There you are. I'm right here. Don't be scared. Just... Agate? Kita put her hand on Agate's forehead, confirming his fever. She wiped his brow and let a cold towel upon him. Gradually his pain left his face, and his breathing grew less wretched. Soon all was quiet and calm, and he drifted off into a peaceful slumber. Oh, thank goodness. But who's Misha? Das würde ich auch gerne wissen. I'm truly sorry for having to bid you farewell. It's okay, really appreciate all your help. I've taken the ship directly to Grand Cell. Yes, there's much I must do. But if I weren't exactly expected there, I would gladly remain and do my part to help resolve this kidnapping incident. Forgive me, little one. Don't be silly. You've done a lot for us. Thank you so much. Haha, and I appreciate you saying so. The express flight to Grand Cell aboard with Cecilia will be departing shortly. All passengers, please go to the departure gate. Oops, time to make my exit. Take care. Hopefully we will meet again, fate willing. You betcha. Oh, how long are you going to be in the borough? I couldn't say for certain, but probably until the Queen's birthday celebration. Maybe we'll see you there. Until then, take care. Same to you. Ich mag das irgendwie so. Der ist dieser große Typ, der so unfassbar rough und kantig wirkt, aber einfach so eine richtig liebe Seele ist so. Now then, to the guild first. Maybe they've learned something about that airship from before. Yeah, they might have some intel from the Royal Armed Forces. What are you going to do, Tita? I think I'm going to look after Agate. Since he hasn't woken up yet, I don't think he should be left alone. Tita, that's fine. Let us take care of finding the professor. I'm sorry, all I ever do is cause trouble for you. Won't you listen to this kid? Where's that old spirit? Buck up, sweetie, we'll sort this out. I think it's a great idea for you to stay with him until he wakes up. We trust you to take care of him. Oh, okay. That's one brave kid. She's so sweet. I'm kind of surprised that she cares so much about a guy with absolutely no manners, though. Well, come to think of it, you two are pretty similar to each other. Huh? I have nothing in common with that jerk. How about your tendency to go off half-cocked or how soft-hearted you are? He talks like a big jerk, but he's always trying to protect others. And I think that Tita sees that. Well, I can't really argue with that. Fine, let's just go see what's up at the guild. Till Agate's up and about again, we've got plenty we can investigate. That sounds fine. Hey, wieder rumlaufen. General Store, willkommen, wir haben einen neuen Tag. Das ist nicht der General Store. Ich nehme von übrigens nochmal einen mit. Was sagt denn die Zeitung? Was gibt's denn so Interessantes zu lesen in der Zeitung? Okay. Where's the guild? Morning, Kitika. Good morning. And to you both. Has Sin already left? Yes, he took the airliner to Grand Cell some time ago. I wish you could have come to see him off. Speaking of which, did you know each other somehow? A bit, quite some time ago. But that's beside the point. Have you noticed the strange current in the air? The winds are shifting. Hey, not changing the subject. Wait, we're talking about the weather, aren't we? Have you learned something about the airship? Not a thing, but I believe this disquieting atmosphere is related to the Royal Army mobilizing. For one thing, I've sent a message to the Army headquarters at Leiston Fortress, but there's been no response. Secondly, all the mandatory inspections throughout the kingdom have been lifted. What's that all about? This isn't about another turf war like with Sky Bandits, is it? No, it would be strange for them to call off inspections if that were okay. If they had coped with themselves, surely they would have sent word about. Maybe there is something in the air. Incidentally, I've not been able to contact the intelligence division at Leiston Fortress either. It is possible that the Royal Army has some sort of internal issue going on. Some sort of... Oh wait, the stuff that Dorothy shot. A picture of those guys in black wearing the Royal Guard uniforms. Someone mentioned my name. Dorothy. Speak of the devil and... yeah, fairly. Wow, what an ordeal. I finally got in touch with my editor's office and Niall happened to be there. When I told him about giving up my photo quad to the army, he just about blew his stack. It's so unfair. Which means they haven't given it back yet? Right, I mean, how rude is that? And after I'd gone to the trouble of going to Leiston Fortress to get it back too. Wow, you've got some fire to you. Well, I guess I have to have one redeeming trait, right? Anyway, I didn't have any other option but to just take a picture of the fort off of folded paper. It does make for a great shot though, light up all pretty at night. You took a pretty picture of a fort. Not to mention you're supposed to obtain permission to photograph any part of a military installation. Come on, it's not like it's that big a deal. Here, take a look, I just developed it. Dorothy placed the photo on the counter. Hey, that is a pretty nice shot. So this is Leiston Fortress. Wow, Dorothy, you've really got a good eye for this. Wait a sec. What's wrong, Estelle? Might be just my imagination, but do you see anything there on the top right? What? You're right. Not very clear, but there's definitely a small shadow there. Ooh, you've got a sharp eye, Estelle. I mean, I took the picture and I didn't notice that at all. Wie kann man das übersehen? Well, what can I say? Well, it is just a silhouette. Maybe it's an army ship. Wie zur Hölle? Wie zur Hölle? Ich kann jetzt gerade nicht. Wie zur Hölle kann man das Schiff da übersehen? No, that's no guard ship. This was a small airship from before. It's the same silhouette as the ship that the professor was taken away in. Right. Wait, what? Hold on just 1 second. Why would that ship be anywhere near there? Here. This is the Royal Army installation, isn't it? Calm down, Estelle. There are plenty of possibilities to consider before you go jumping to conclusion. Maybe we should go straight to Leiston Fortress and ask what this is about. What? I see, you intend to put it to them directly. Provoke a response, perhaps? Do you think that would be a bad idea? Not at all. You have my authorization. This has the potential to be a huge disaster. Whatever might be going on there, this matter must be handled delicately. You're starting to scare me, Kilika. But you're probably right. We have to handle this very carefully. Hey Dorothy, can we have a copy of this picture? Sure. After all, you guys have done a lot for me. Thanks, I owe you one. You intend to go to Leiston Fortress, you'll need to leave via the east entrance and take the Ritter roadway. When you reach the three-way fork in the road, stay on the northern fork and you'll eventually wind up in front of the fort's main gate. Please use your utmost caution. Roger that. Acknowledged. Bulletin Board. Ritter Road Monster 2. Wo könnte das Monster nur sein? Bestimmt nicht an der Ritter Road. Hier bin ich falsch. Hier. So, das war kurz bevor wir den Hilfe. Und bevor wir den Screen... Ach da, hi. Erstmal speichern. Wir sind nur zu zweit, das ist nicht, finde ich nicht so geil. Terminate. Okay. White Gehenna. Machen wir mal so. Ja, die kommen jetzt alle näher. Perfekt. Und Aerostorm. Autsch. Der ist auch mal gut hier. Und White Gehenna. Die zwei sind besiegt. Ouch, ouch. Very ouch. So, sehr schön. Gut, und dann jetzt machen wir die S-Craft auf ihn. Das hat auch schon gereicht. Ich dachte, ich müsste auch noch mit Joshua eine S-Craft machen. Sehr schön. Mit Monton Ritter Roadway. Sehr schön. Schauen wir mal. Augment. Mit 3 raus. Nein, mein Eagle Eye ist weg. Tier. Einmal. Heilen. Wow, check out the size of this base. It's gotta be several times as big as the Harten Gate, don't you think? Yeah, you might be right. It was apparently the primary base of a counter-offensive in the war 10 years ago. Okay, that's pretty impressive. Well, let's go inside and see if we can talk to whoever's in charge. What it is? Nothing. Just that you're not acting like your usual timid self. You're starting to remind me of Dad. Oh, come on, not like I'm not nervous. But ask General Morgan how bad can it be? I guess you're right. I wonder if he's still at the Harten Gate. Oh, wenn es schon so erwähnt, General Morgan wird hier sein, oder? Wenn es schon so erwähnt. Huh? There's no one here. That's strange. There's usually a gatekeeper outside at least. Identify yourself. Where'd that come from? Probably a speaker. This Leiston Fortress, HQ of Liberal's Royal Armed Forces. This place is off limits to civilians. I'm afraid you're going to have to leave. They sound polite, but yeah, I think they're just being extra cautious. Can't you hear me? Sorry, but we're not civilians. We're from a Bracicate. We're here to discuss the matter of the central lab being attacked. Could we please speak with the individual in charge? Are you actual Braces then? If you don't believe us, you can inspect our envelopes. You can see them, right? Indeed, you appear to be the genuine article. However, I regret to inform you that the CEO of this base is currently away. Perhaps you come back another day. No commanding officer. Well, that sounds sloppy. In that case, anyone from the Intelligence Division will be fine. With information that must go to either Colonel Richard or Captain Amatea. Very well, wait there. Ooh, it's like pulling teeth with these guys. Yeah, I wasn't expecting security to be quite this tight here. Whoa, well, someone's here at least. Richard oder Amatea? Weder noch. Wer bist du? Please forgive me for making you wait. I'm Major Sid, Garrison Commander of Leiston Fortress. I'm Mr. Bright of the Bracer Guild. I'm Joshua Bright, also of the Bracer Guild. Bright! Is something wrong? Nothing. Pardon me. On to business. You mentioned the attack on the central lab? I'm very sorry, but no one from the Intelligence Division is currently here. If you'd have a message, I can deliver it for you. That could be a problem. Okay, time to shake things up. Nehmen wir mal das hier. We have a lead on an airship tied to crime. And here we found a lead on the airship that took away the professor. You what? What? Why do you look so surprised, Major? Major? Oh, it's nothing. We've just been searching for it too. So, what is this lead anyway? Take a look at this. Der ist mit denen unter einer Decke, oder? This is Leiston Fortress, isn't it? How'd you get the picture? Now, no need to get worked up. Look at the top right corner of the picture. Let's see. What the? That's obviously not the silhouette of a military patrol ship, is it? And it's the spitting image of the airship that took away the professor. Indeed, this is a grave matter. Thank you for your cooperation. I'll send a report to the Intelligence Division straight away. Huh? Hey, wait a minute, is that it? What is? Oh, I mean, don't you think that's weird? Why would this suspect ship be hanging around here? Embarrassing to admit, but I'm afraid that it's entirely my fault. We have been aggressively searching along the borders, so security wasn't as tight at home as it should have been here then. And if this airship fled to the north, it's possible that this whole matter may have been a plot by the Empire. Really? I'd like to know just one thing. Where exactly are all of the intelligence personnel right now? That's classified? I'm sorry, I can't say more. Okay, now, maybe it's just me, but don't you think this all kind of smells a little funny? I know, but without any concrete evidence, pursuing this lead won't do us any good. Yeah. Huh? What? Why did it stop short? What? Phenomenal startup again. Joshua, yeah, I think that's exactly what we needed. It seems I've let you see us at our worst. Look like the gate mechanism in the best conditions. Indeed, that's a real problem. Maybe you could get some folk from the central lab out to repair it. I bet that someone like Professor Russell could have it good as new in no time flat. Yes, I'll keep that in mind. You should maintain post here until it's back in working order. Be sure to keep any careless civilians away. Sir, yes sir. Understood, sir. That said, you two can be on your way. I'll be certain to take that photograph to intelligence. Now, if you'll pardon me. Somehow find it hard to believe a word that guy says. Especially if that little malfunction we just saw is what I think it is. Yes, well, probably that same phenomenon. Which would mean Professor being held a prisoner inside. Shh, there. This isn't the place to be starting that. Okay. Well, now let's get back to science and see what Kilika has to say. If we have a chance, we can call for the lab chief. Interessant. I just can't believe that Professor Russell is at Leiston Fortress. Are you absolutely certain? Miss Dorothy's photograph. Agate ist schon wach und läuft rum, was? Miss Dorothy's photograph and the shutdown of orbital power in the gate. These two things combined make the conclusion inescapable. But the Central Factory and the Royal Army have always had excellent relations. And now I'm back to believe this? It's not odd as if the internal command structure for military is all run by single entity. The people who attacked the factory were seen escaping and they looked like royal guardsmen. That in itself is a clue. Oh, and that would mean? The royal guardsmen are being set up? Royal guardsmen are being set up. My thought exactly. This may be some form of internal conspiracy within the Royal Army. This is unpleasant to think about. But how could the professor get caught up in something like this? Sounds like you found a lead on our friendly neighborhood criminals. Well, Agate! Good to see you back on your feet. Yeah, I just woke up a few minutes ago. It was a little weird waking up in a strange place after being put to bed like some baby. Oh, for the love of everyone's worried about you, alright? Are you sure you're okay with moving around so soon? Yeah, sleeping so damn much didn't give me any other option than to recover. I'm feeling pretty much back to normal. But Agate, you should probably rest some more. You just got the poison out of your system, the doctor said. I just said I'm fine. I've been training for years. Not that rough on someone like me. Alright, I get it. I won't overdo it or anything until I'm back to normal. That cool with you? Hehe, okay. Damn kids. Even the mighty Agate is no match for Tita. I guess it's hard to say no to someone who's kept a constant vigil over you and nursed you back to health. Oh, shut up. Getting back to the point, looked like a lot's been going on while I've been out of commission. Mind filling me in on the details? Sure. Still explained that all signs pointed to Professor Russell being held captive at Leiston Fortress. I still can't believe that Grandpa's in there. I wouldn't have thought those goons in black clothes were army types either. And suddenly, I'm feeling better than ever. What say we go and settle our debts right now? Settle our debts? Ain't it obvious? We sneak into Leiston Fortress. We'll bust the prof out and they'll never know what hit him. Oh, okay, like settling everything in one big drop. I'm afraid it's not that simple. Huh? The Boys Guild has a long-standing policy of non-intervention when it comes to a nation's military. Article 3 of the Guild Code. Voices and non-involvement in military or political matters. The Boys will recognize a nation's sovereignty and may not interfere with it nor arrest any person of national, military or political standing. Or to put it more simply, as long as the army is playing dumb about this, our hands are tied. Oh, you've gotta be kidding. No way, that doesn't make sense. You mean that we can witness a crime, but if it's done by a soldier or politician? We just have to pretend we didn't see anything? Essentially, yes. There's however a loophole. Article 2 of the Guild Code places the duty to the people. In the event of unjust imperilment of citizens, the Bracer's sworn duty is to bear the responsibility for the citizens' safety. Do you understand the significance of this? See, the Professor is not a politician or a soldier. He is a civilian whom we are sworn to protect. And so then, the rest hinges upon you, Mr. Murdoch. In this case, we are obligated to oppose the Royal Army and to save Professor Russell. Will you help us? Stupid question. The factory needs him. Oh hell, all of the burn needs him. Go and get him. Mr. Murdoch, thank you. Only to thank me, I owe Professor Russell for all he's taught me. So we have adequate justification to proceed. Braces Agate, Esther, and Joshua. You are hereby ordered to proceed to Leiston Fortress and to rescue Professor Russell. It is not as above board as you may be accustomed to, but it is the request of the Boys Guild nevertheless. Now you're talking. Acknowledged. Bring it on. If we're doing this, we have to figure out how we're getting in there. Leiston Fortress is pretty damn famous for being possible to break into. True, it's easy to say we're going to do it, but putting it into practice is going to take some serious planning. There has to be some way of getting inside. Unfortunately, the security there is nigh unto perfect. Approaching from the lake would likely be impossible since it's monitored by a network of orbital sensors. I figured as much. I know. A frontal assault would be tantamount to suicide. Hey, Mr. Murdoch, you know that orange airship that goes to Leiston Fortress? Yes, that's the Leibniz. It makes periodic stops to inspect the equipment at the fort to make sure it's performing properly. Is there any way we could sneak into the fortress on it? No, all of the crew members go through a thorough security check as soon as they land. It'd be impossible to just sneak away. How about storing away in the cargo? No good, each container is scanned with a biosensor for living creatures, and they check each and every one. Plus, the sensors were designed by Professor Russell himself. Aber er hat doch, wir haben doch ganz am Anfang gesehen, dass er ein Ding gebaut hat, um es nicht mehr zu machen. Damit das nicht mehr, They can even pick up one little mouse in a huge mass of stuff. Well, damn. Oh, what is it, sweetie? Don't you remember Grandpa's invention from when I was showing you around? Let me think. Aha! When we were helping the experiment on a new type of orbit, right? Yeah, it produces a force field that can disrupt the biosensors. We've already tested that it works, so everything will be fine. What, really? I had no idea the professor had ever made anything like that. Where's this device then? I guess it must be right where he left it, in his laboratory. But you have no time to lose. Hurry and retrieve this device. In the meantime, I will gather and collate whatever data I can on Leiston Fortress. Got it, thanks. I'll leave the arrangement of delivery via the lightning tree, Mr. Murdoch. Alright, I'll talk to Gustav. Just come to the airfield when we are ready.